Well, the weather has finally straightened up enough for me to do some field work. I'm in the 1086 today here, doing some disking. You see I've got the disc behind me there. There are some other fields down there that I've got worked up already. I'm on a piece of land right here. This is a part of my farm. This part is about 30 acres, about 25 tillable. The terrain is extremely uneven. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it shows up on the video, but it's pretty hilly. A lot of little knobs and ravines, and not a great big one-piece field that I have to do some contour strips on it and keep it in smaller fields. Up ahead of me there's a fairly steep hill, and you can see some other fields over there that I've got worked up. You can see maybe half or 2/3 of this particular piece of ground from this field. So, of the 25 acres of tillable land, I've got about probably 15 or 16 acres total plowed up here. I've got another 5 or 6 acres of corn ground to plow at my neighbor's farm, but I can't do that right now because there are logs sitting in those fields. So hopefully I can get that in a couple of days. But it was just 2 weeks ago when I planted my barley, and I've had 8 inches of rain since then, so it's been pretty wet. So we're going to have a few nice dry warm days here, so I think I'm going to get some seeds in the ground. So that little bitty chunk there is all I have left for this after I get done with this. Then I'll come down here with the drag and hit it once with the drag, kind of level it out, and then hook onto the corn planter. This particular 30-acre part of my farm is where I used to graze my dairy cows back when I was milking cows. I had this divided up into about 10 paddocks with electric fence, and I did rotational grazing. I would move the cows from paddock to paddock and let them eat fresh grass. When I sold my cows, I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do, so at that time I rented out all my tillable ground to a neighbor, and eventually I decided to dip my toe into the organic farming, and decided I could do that. So I started operating this piece of ground myself again a few years ago, seeded it down. And this year it is certified organic. That's why I'm planting corn here now. I'll leave it to other people to argue about the merits of organic farming versus conventional farming. God knows there are plenty of people on both sides willing to argue about it. But for me, it was a business decision. My area, there are very strong organic markets here. For me, it was a matter of, someone's offering me a really good premium to produce a product in a certain way, and for me, it pencils out really well. So, okay, we've got a deal, and that's how I've come to do the things I do here in what I guess is probably the twilight of my farming career. We've got the 450 here on the drag cart. Just finishing up dragging these fields. Just giving a little different perspective on the fields here now. Just that field way up on the top there is where I was making the video with the 1086 of the disc. So you can see that clear up here. You can see the rest of these fields down here. I stopped the tractor because I didn't want to drop the phone on this open station tractor here, so Well, it's getting on towards 5 o'clock now, so I think by the time I get hooked on to the corn planter and get it ready to go, I'll probably won't get any corn planted today. I will get all ready and get ready to hit it first thing in the morning. So, well, all in all, not too bad. I'm satisfied with this progress. Okay, I got all hooked up to the planter last night, getting ready to put some seeds in the ground this morning. I did discover when I was greasing the planter that I needed to make a quick run up to my John Deere dealer and get a new gauge wheel, because the old gauge wheel there was broken up and not turning. I remember I was having some issues with it last year when I was planting, but you know, heaven forbid you fix something before you put it away. That's just not how things work. So I'll have that together in a few minutes and put some corn in the boxes and start doing some planting. But just one other little aside, I finished plowing here at home about 9:30 the other night, and it was starting to get dark, and I had the lights on the 1486 when I was finishing up. And you really can't see everything when you've even with good lights on the tractor, because yesterday when I went down and started disking, I found this in the field. So yeah, I thought the plow was doing kind of a crappy job there those last few passes, but yeah, I figured out why now. But not a big deal. I just some bolts broke. I'll put 3 new bolts in it. I'll have this back on in about 10 minutes. So that's how it goes. All right, we're getting some corn in the ground. The planter seems to be working pretty well. Unfortunately, I don't have shed space for my corn planter, so it sits outside except for the corn boxes. I built a shelf in my old garage specifically for the corn boxes, because I figure they're the only thing that can really be hurt by sitting out in the rain. So whenever I'm not planting corn, the corn boxes sit in my garage, and that seems to work out pretty well that way. So making pretty good progress. And the temperature is in the mid-80s here today, with plenty of sunshine. So we've got the AC cranked up here in the cab of the 1086. With all this glass, a tractor cab is essentially a solar furnace. So both of my 86 series tractors have been upgraded to newer style rotary AC compressors and R134 coolant, and both work well. I've spent enough time freezing and frying on various open station tractors over the course of the years that I'm not embarrassed to sit in a comfortable cab. Alright, we're just finishing up the last contour strip here at home. Hopefully I can get over to my neighbor's place and get those fields planted sometime in the next few days. Like I said earlier, they need to move the logs off them first, so we'll see how that goes. But let's see, this is Wednesday, so next week I will probably go over these fields once or probably twice with the rotary hoe. The rotary hoe is a very valuable tool for weed control in organic corn, but you really need to get after it early. What it does, the little weed seeds, when they're really small and just sprout, the rotary hoe will flick them out of the ground and not bother the corn, because the corn is planted deeper, but the little weed seeds on the surface, it flicks them out, and it works really well. But boy, you can't wait. You can't wait till you see green. If you see green, it's too late. The rotary hoe is kind of my go-to weed control tool for the first 10 to 15 days. So then it's time to go with to use the cultivator. So, well, we're just wrapping up here, so maybe I'll post a video of the rotary hoe in action next week. So until then, have a good day.